Hey, everybody. Welcome to Play Too Much at Subculture. I'm your host, Brad Wagner. I'm in the green room of this wonderful Manhattan venue called Subculture right now. And today we are lucky enough to be joined live all the way from Amsterdam by Victoria Canal. Victoria, it is wonderful to see you again.
It's so nice to see you too, Brad.
Yeah.
How you been?
Yeah. I've been good. I mean, I'm here at Subculture on Tuesdays and Fridays doing the live stream thing. So staying busy. I would like to be busier than I am. I mean, the music industry and the world being what it is right now is, everybody's
We're
kind
all
of figuring it out.
underwater a bit, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but very grateful to have the opportunity to do these and to have you on. I mean, last time we saw each other was not crazy long ago. I think it was less than a year ago.
Yeah,
we were in the studio in New York, and then 2 times ago with Michael Franti. I think you had just started with him at the time, and they were all absolutely wonderful. So thanks for doing this remote one, and congratulations to you because Victoria EP just came out a couple weeks ago. And,
yeah, man, so stoked on that.
Yeah, so we'll hear your music from that today. We'll hear a lot, 4-ish songs off the EP, and we're gonna hear some new ones potentially. I don't know. We'll play it by ear and see how we feel and see what happens. What do you feel like? What are you gonna do first today?
I think I'm gonna start with the first song on the EP. It's called Redo, and it's kind of like an apology song to someone that I still consider very much a friend. Yeah. It's called Redo.
Right.
That's that one.
Right. Thank you. That's a great one. I like that song a lot. I've just been listening to the EP quite a bit recently, and this was so. I know you co-produced. Does this represent the first time that you have produced yourself, or is that something you've been accustomed to doing? And what is that experience like, acting as wearing both hats, artist and producer?
Yeah, totally. Production has always been something that I've absolutely loved to do, but just never had enough like courage to sort of claim my voice in that capacity. And I always sort of felt like I had this misguided feeling that somebody else had to do that job for me. And so I've just been playing around on Logic for years, and this is a song that I basically produced completely on the tour bus when touring with Michael Franti. But literally like in my bunk on the bus, just writing, like I sang the demo while lying down, like in one of those tiny bunks, which you probably have experiences with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Good old coffins, coffin bunk life. But so I don't know. I definitely like took a step forward when it came to just having an opinion as far as the production, and I can honestly say that most of it is, actually pretty much all of it, of course, with some collaborative effort, a lot of collaborative effort is like my executive direction, you know what I mean? So I'm really proud of that. Redo is definitely the one that I produced most myself, and then Max Cook blessed it with some guitar and some other nice drum things. I'm still not the best at drum production, so that's what I tend to like go to someone else for, is to fill in that blank,
Nice. Well, good, man. I'm really glad that you got to have that experience and found the strengths that you bring to the table, and allowed Max to fill in where there are still skills to be developed. But I have no doubt. How are you? 22 right now? Is that
just
true?
turned 22? Yeah.
That's so crazy to me. You're so good at what you do, and you're so young. I will watch very interestedly as your career develops. I hope to be seeing you do this for a very long time to come. I'm just ultimately impressed by what you do. So thanks for bringing it here to Play Too Much today.
Oh man, my pleasure, man. Thank you.
Yeah, and there's a lot of it. There's quite a bit of music coming up. What are you going to do second today?
You know what? I'm gonna sing Second. It's a song called Second, and I like to stick the pun wherever I can. So we'll go. To whoever's watching it, try to figure out how many seconds, or I'll give you a hint, nines, which are in the music are kind of the same thing, are very specifically placed. It's kind of a nerdy joke. Anyway. The song is called Second, and it's the second single off of my EP. It's got a really cool music video, so I'm gonna play it now. It's alright if you really don't want me. I don't mind, but don't lie. Darling, spare me time and a little more kindness. You know I'm sick of playing blind. I'm okay when you bother to me, but inside I'm tongue-tied. God, I wish I had just a little less patience. I wish I had a bit of pride. I don't wanna finish second if I see the other side. I will find a way to tell you all along, babe. I should have been number one. Whoa. all alone, baby. I should have been number one. I cried when you left me this morning. You just went, no goodbye. I remember when I had all your attention. Now I'm not even on your mind. I don't wanna finish second. If I see the other side, I will find a way to tell you all alone, babe. I should have been number one. Whoa, whoa, all alone, babe. I should have been number one. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Little bridgeless version of that song.
Yeah. That sounds great. So I want to talk a little bit. It's kind of related to what we just talked about between the first and second song, but some of the production elements that people hear on the studio version of these songs is, you said that Max added a lot of the percussion to it. But can you talk about what other elements people will hear on the Victoria EP that are not present? I mean, I love the arrangement you're playing right now. Just your voice and keys sounds exactly perfect for what we're doing right now. But what are some of the what can people expect from the Victoria EP who are not familiar with it already?
Yeah, I mean, we really explored with there's a through line of like really subtle vocoder stuff that my co-writer Martin brought into play, and it's not one of those like it doesn't go full Bon Iver, it's like just enough, or like Kanye, it's like just enough to add this sort of ethereal atmosphere to the stuff, and then also there's just a lot of like manipulated strings and cool synth stuff. We were playing around a lot with like the Prophet and Moogs and stuff like that. So just somewhat more of a blend of I don't know if anybody, well, if you haven't listened to the Ghost Stories album by Coldplay, you definitely should. But it's kind of got a strong influence of that song in particular. Just the arrangement and the bass is like, oftentimes I really love when bass parts are played like with the two notes, like a chord bass kind of thing. That's really cool. So that's what it's doing in the chorus, and it gets really big. And so it sounds quite anthemic. And then on the there's like a whole big choir part, and it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree completely. I think it is very fun. Were you did any of the production stuff happen during COVID, or was this had you finished the production by the time everything turned upside down, or have you been doing remote collaboration stuff and figuring out how to make this work even during crazy time?
Yeah, so as far as the EP goes, most of it was packed up and ready to go. And I was mid-tour and with Leslie Odom Jr. and was going to drop the EP.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
I forgot that you did that. Good for you. That must have been fun.
Well, it was going to be fun. We only got 2 shows in, my dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. We were like scheduled to do 20 more or something like that. And it was heartbreaking. But, we keep moving. So I was supposed to drop it then, and then the pandemic happened, and I was like, I don't know if I want to still put this music out. Like 2 months in, I was already writing really different stuff, and I think I really appreciate like the technology we have to be able to do collaborations afar and stuff. But I think I've kind of challenged myself during this time to really look inward and see, like, test my capabilities as a producer and songwriter on my own. Rather than always like escaping to the co-write session space, So, I mean, Redo was the only song on this record, I believe, that I wrote on my own, and then all the other ones I wrote with Martin Luke Brown. And he brought something out of me that I hadn't really seen before in myself, and I really loved that. And I think with that experience and having written those songs, now I have this sort of fresh, like, confidence of where to look inside of myself, you know? So as far as, like, pandemic stuff goes, I think I've been focusing on honing my skills solo in my room. So that's been exciting.
Great. Well, yeah, I mean, despite how ridiculous everything is right now, it sounds like it could possibly be a net positive for you in the amount of introspection and hard work you've been able to do. So, I mean, thanks for doing that and for putting this music out into the world. I've been enjoying it very much. And in case any of you, the internet, are joining us right now, we're hearing songs from the Victoria EP, which just recently, it was like 2 weeks ago, I think came out at the end of August. And so it's very, very fresh in the world. It exists. We're hearing music from it. So, and we're about to hear more, I think. Do you want to do what's next? Do you want to do? Are we just doing the EP all the way through?
I just realized we kind of are, but I want to fit in a new tune as well. So maybe I'll jump to the title track. I'm gonna sing the title track, even though to anybody watching, it's gonna be so different than the recording, because the recording is literally like a fucking rock out anthem. Like, I sing it with a megaphone live, just to give you an idea. So this will be like the lullaby version of what's usually a cool, pretty rock out song. And it's Victoria. It's the title track of the record. Should I go for it?
Yes, please.
Cool. Everything sounding okay? Okay.
There has been a minor peak. If you can come down a hair just to make sure that nothing crunches.
Mic or keys?
I think vocal mic is where it's been happening.
Okay, gotcha.
And this is not something that the internet will ever complain about. It's just this is me minorly tweaking, but it sounded outstanding thus far, and I can't wait for the rest of the session.
All right, well, let's hit it. The song is called Victoria. This is going to be hilariously stripped. TV static, keep distracted from the panic. Or my hands to my ears, how'd I end up here? Bedroom window closed. You sit right there, playing with your hair. You listen, but don't talk. You're better than everybody else. Victoria, they're on to us. Hold tight, 'cause hiding's not enough anymore. Like a phobia, steering in my blood. You are the only one I trust. Oh, Victoria. Stressing out again with my best friend Armageddon. Or we can deal hold us against the world, cover from the cold. I know that I'll stay right here, knowing you're near, devoted and loyal. You're better than everybody else. Victoria, they're on to us. Hold tight, 'cause hiding's not enough. Oh, anymore, like a phobia, searing in my blood. You are the only one I trust. Oh, Victoria. Awesome guitar solo in the recording. But it doesn't even sound like guitar. That's how cool it is. It's like totally put through 100 amps. Victoria, they're on to us. Hold tight.
Yeah. Thank you, Victoria.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
And thank you for the running commentary too. The like the director, the producer's commentary, I
Right.
guess in this case.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, I love it. Love the wherewithal and the presence of mind to be able to give the commentary at the time the song is happening. It's yeah, I really hope that everybody does get a chance to check the record out. That helped me. Your commentary helped me to visualize or to hear those guitars. I mean, I know what it sounds like, and so let's hope everybody else gets a chance to check it out as well.
I actually used to do that all the time at my gigs when I couldn't afford a band. That was like my go-to. I'd be like, here's a solo played by our very own John Mayer. And then I'd like, wow, wow, like just, fake a little Mayer solo aspirationally. Anyway, fun 15-year-old Victoria.
Yeah. That's can we talk about the video for it? So that's I think my internet tells me it's not it's not out right now, right? I don't want to screw up anything.
It's actually premiered on American Songwriter exclusively today, and then it's out tomorrow.
Awesome. So on American Songwriter today, out tomorrow. I've gotten a chance to take a sneak peek. How much can we talk about? How much are you comfortable about telling people about that video? Because so it's outstanding. Like, so how does that? I'm going to describe it. I don't think this ruins any kind of a surprise about anything. I mean, there's some amazing 3D animation. It's like combination of stop motion stuff and different animation techniques that sort of blend together to create this sort of psychedelic, awesome world. Do you bring that concept to the director, the animator, to the team that put it together, or did you just say, all right, I like your work, can you do something with my song? Or how does that creation process work for you?
This is the first video where I knew, well, the first song where I knew, like, right when I was writing the song, exactly what I wanted the video to be. And so it was really important to find a director like Raphael, who worked on it. And he just did, like, Katy Perry's entire visual thing for her album and like Bad Bunny, and he does so much cool stuff. And so I was so stoked to work with him. And he just really, he knows how to be innovative. And so when I described this really specific concept to him, I knew exactly what I wanted from like second one to the last moment. I mean, like, beginning to end. So it was like the first time that I was like, I'm going to take lead on this video. I don't care if anybody else like thinks it's crazy or doesn't make any sense. Like, this is the art I want to make, and I know who I want to make it with. So like, let's go for it and make it happen. And now it's a thing, and I can watch it and love it. So I'm really proud of that.
Yeah, it's definitely, I've gotten a chance to watch it 2 times, and whether it makes sense or not is beside the point. I mean, it's like, it's awesome.
It makes sense to me, though, so much.
I'm not sure that the story necessarily has sunk in with me. I haven't had a chance to really dig in and interpret it, because I've seen it on its surface level, and on its surface level, it is totally appealing to, I mean, anybody who has ever admired anything Michel Gondry ever did is going to love this music video. It's like, cool. It's just, it's awesome. From any level or from any depth at which you interpret it. So I enjoyed it very much. I think it's a success.
I think a hint, without giving too much away, for anybody who's about to watch it, is that the whole thing is in reverse. So you have to watch that with that in mind, is that it's all happening in reverse. And so after the first look, you'll sort of understand if you're to watch it the right way through. And Coldplay has done that with a couple of videos, and I really loved that idea. If you were to watch it like the video backwards, then it would make sense what like the sort of the self-destruction that's happening, which is basically what's happening in the video. It's very much like the inside of my mind. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the "This Is Fine" meme of the little dog sitting in the room and it's like totally up in flames. Have you ever seen that meme?
No.
It's I don't know if I have time to look it up on my phone, do I? Maybe we shouldn't.
Wait, no, you keep talking about it. I'm going to get right now. And you describe it. I'm going to get it, download it, and then put it up on the screen.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is one of the things that actually inspired
Oh, yeah, dude,
song.
I know this dog.
Yeah, right? So this is like one of the main inspirations for the video, as well as the character from Lizzie McGuire. And Dodie has a music video, I think it's called Human, or maybe it's Monster. I can't remember which one, but it's so like left of center and it's so bizarre. And I really wanted to channel that sort of like, oh, I didn't expect that to happen. And here we are.
This is gonna be sized all screw. Oh no, that's not bad. Sorry, it's not very elegant, but there he is. That's the guy.
That's the guy. That's the guy. My main muse for Victoria. So, so high art, everybody.
Yeah. We've got. There's a lot still yet to come. I think. Do you want to do new ones next? Do you want to do EP ones next, or what do you feel like doing?
Yeah. Are we supposed to stop at 30 minutes?
No, fuck no. We do whatever you want. Now I don't have a job. We do whatever you want. I got nothing to do after this. So I'm gonna go drink a bottle of wine in Greenwich Village after this. So do whatever you want. This is what I want to be doing. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Why don't I sing a new one and then I'll close out with the last track on my EP.
Cool.
If that sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds great.
This song is called Own Me, and I wrote a little snippet for Instagram. I do these little segments called Mellow Tunes Written in 5 Minutes on Instagram. And I was just feeling kind of down and untalented one day, and so I was like, okay, I better post something on Instagram to make me feel better about myself. So I did, and then turns out Yeba, who's this amazing artist. Oh, I'm still you're back. I recorded this video, and then Yeba saw it and sent me a verse to it, and then so now I'm like recording a song that she may or may not sing on, but I still used her verse. I don't know if you're familiar with her. She's like just about the most talented singer in the whole world. So that's Own Me, and that's what I'm gonna sing. It's not on the EP, and it's not out yet, but it will be one day.
Right.
All right. I'm a big talker.
I hate to say it, but it's true. Doubt in the flame, I blame you. I'd never be the same, leaving you. I still feel like I'll pay the price and lose the moment. You owe me, you owe. I hate to say it, but it's true. Doubt in the flame, I blame you. I'd never be the same, leaving you.
That's the new one.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I like that closing note at the bottom to tie it all together. That's very nice.
It's very classical of me. I did take classical lessons when I was a kid, so I always have to finish with like a, or a, one of the two.
Yeah. Well, it's very nice. It sounds as though we've wrapped things up very, very elegantly. Although I know that there's more to this session, but that song wrapped up very nicely.
Okay.
Can you talk about the so you do work in order to make differently abled, and the word that I just learned, asymmetrical artists, differently abled artists, and the way that they are represented in the media has been a mission of yours. And can you talk a little bit about, I mean, I know the Nike campaign happened relatively recently, I believe, but that exists. Can you talk about some of the efforts that you've made in order to change or improve the perception of differently abled artists in the media?
Yeah. Well, so first of all, with the term asymmetrical, I think the reason that that's like come up as something that I use is just because I have such a vivid memory of growing up and watching Disney Channel or listening to the radio and seeing women in magazines, and it's like they were all just so. I just like said to my mom one day when I was like a preteen, I was like, they're all so symmetrical. and for some reason that just struck with me that struck me as like just even today as a really wholesome sort of way of seeing that, and it just felt really like kind of pure and innocent to me, and I think there's such a stigma when it comes to what disability means, and I don't know, I would just love to see more people like me doing their thing and being supported in that, and not being disadvantaged from the beginning because of accessibility issues. You know what I mean? So I mean, for me, I've been lucky because I have a really supportive family, and I grew up in a privileged environment. Like I had everything going for me, and all the right support. But there are so many people who, first of all, are born with or become amputees of different degrees of or are limb different to different degrees, as well as it's countless other disabilities. There's like this whole range, but the only reason that it's called a disability is because it's not sort of learned in our society to be a physical aid to people and emotional aid to people. Like disabilities aren't just physical. So I think if I can play any part in sort of raising, like just starting the conversation, I honestly, I don't think there's so much that I can do as has already been shown in support of like doing this Nike campaign. I thought it was amazing because the fact is like they gave an artist like me exposure, and they put me at the front and said, do your best and be you, and whether you talk about your disability or not is irrelevant, because we just want to show people that actually exist, not just one kind of person with one kind of body, and one kind of skin and all this kind of stuff. So I just think diversity, representation beyond disability, just seeing people actually represented in the things that we consume on an everyday basis, the things that we're scrolling through online and stuff. I just think that's really imperative to people's mental health, and to also building empathy, like, sorry if I'm rambling, but
no, please.
Yeah, I just I can really tell the difference between someone who has seen someone with a disability before or has been around that, and someone who's totally unfamiliar. And same thing goes for when you're around someone of a different ethnic background, or a different class, or a different, whatever it might be. If you're surrounded by things that are unfamiliar to you more, it makes you into a more worldly, empathetic, compassionate person, because you understand that we're all kind of coming from the same place, even if our sort of like whatever our exteriors are like disguised in these ways, So I just I think it's really important for people to, from both sides, to make an effort to diversify the kind of person that they're seeing, so that we don't make assumptions about people anymore, and we can suspend judgment and really offer compassion and aid in whatever form it's needed, and true understanding and real, like, I mean, it sounds so cheesy, but it's just true, like real equality and dignity, human dignity between each other, you know?
I do know. And I mean, I thank you for putting that message out into the world. We're very happy to use this platform to amplify the things that you're saying, because you say them. I mean, it's such an important message, and you say it in such an eloquent and thoughtful way that you are a wonderful ambassador to spread that message. So we're very happy to use this platform. And yeah, thank you for being out there in the world and saying it and spreading that message. It is very important. It makes me feel good. You say it so well. I mean, we're just very happy to have you here.
Thanks, man. I'm happy to be here, and thanks for giving me the voice. You know, let me use my voice. It's really awesome.
Yeah, so there's, I think we've got a bonus song coming up. You could play literally the entire afternoon. I know you have shit to do at 6 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock. You're doing the homeschool. Yeah, that's right. The homeschool live stream this evening at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, so, I'll be up early in Amsterdam.
Oh yeah, that's right. What is that? 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So maybe we should wrap this one up so you can actually get to bed. I forgot it's 9 o'clock for you.
No worries. Oh my God. Music over sleep always.
Yeah.
I was just trying to decide what song to play. Well, you're familiar with Drama, I presume. But then also Favor. Those are the two songs that I'm trying to choose from. Favor's kind of like a crowd favorite. Maybe I'll go with that. It's been a while since I've...
The demo too. I thought that was really interesting. I can't remember having seen a demo of a song included side by side with the studio version of the song on an EP ever. I mean, that was a pretty novel decision to put them side by side like that. I dig it. I love it.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm really fond of the demo, but I know that it doesn't sound like a studio recording, but I wanted everybody to hear it anyway. So, but that studio version of Favor I did record right here in my bedroom, in quarantine. And it's actually one of my favorite recordings, and it's just one take, so it'll sound very similar to this, but maybe more reverb on the recording. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna round this out with Favor. Thank you guys for listening, and check out my EP, Victoria. And my name is Victoria Canal. Sip of water, and then I'm there.
Yeah, me too. It does feel like water time right now.
All right. That okay?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Cool.
I see you're happy with it. Whenever you're ready to hurt. I'm not in a hurry. Whenever you please, do me a favor. For
Thank you, Victoria, for doing
Thanks,
this.
man. Thanks for having me. What a pleasure.
Yeah, total pleasure on our side too. And have a great live stream for the U.S. That's tonight for us. For you, it's tomorrow morning. You'll go to sleep between now and then. So have a great live stream with homeschool. And then I want to talk a little bit before we let you go about potential upcoming shows. I know. So on your website, there is it Summerfest? Shit, sorry, I wrote this down.
Oh, I don't know if that's still happening. Is it?
I think it's not Summerfest. I don't know what happened to my notes, but something in Illinois in the Summer Camp Music Festival is what it was.
Cool.
Which, I mean, I don't know whether that's happening or not, but whether that does happen or whether that doesn't happen, have you considered what you're gonna do in terms of getting out on the road? I mean, might you do? I know there's a lot of people considering or actively doing like campfire shows or living room shows, just smaller scale stuff that is safe for like, small outdoor gatherings. Have you considered, I mean, I think, because last time I saw you was, I dug up these pictures too. I wanted to show you this. This was last time we got together. You were in the middle of a big proper tour with Michael Franti, and so
totally,
we
man.
did that. We got one of those with all the books and everything. There you are, right behind me, and so that was obviously a very, very different experience than whatever you can do now. But have you considered what touring may look like as that becomes a reality and things start to slowly open?
Yeah, I think it's a really good question. I mean, I've definitely been like indulging in making a bunch of stuff for online like purposes. I think everybody's kind of been focusing on building their following online, which is the way that it actually happens anay. And then as far as touring goes, I have Tall Heights, who I was on tour with.
I love those guys.
Yeah, earlier. Yeah, me too. So they were just telling me, I was just FaceTiming with them, and they were telling me about they're gonna do a backyard like house tour, and I thought that was a really cool idea. And maybe whenever I make it back to the States, that's what I'll do. For now, I'm ducking down and hiding out in my parents' place, being close to family. And but yeah, I plan to go in the new year back to LA, and I think it'll start with pretty like socially distanced so far shows and stuff like that, like a la so far, and getting creative just online and with these live stream things. But yeah, I do miss shows, man. I think it's gonna have to be low key for the next while. Like, just we're gonna have to get used to like a new normal of. But you know what? I have to say, I'm not like. I am the kind of artist that's been playing vineyards and restaurant gigs and stuff for many years before going on tour. So I am pretty used to the mellow vibe, and I make mellow music, So I think if it's like the season for mellow artists like me to thrive, I'd be pretty happy about that. If it's like spaced out, small crowds, acoustic vibes outside, I'm down for that. I think now's the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Well, if you need videographic evidence of that tour having happened, and you want to give me a call, and I'll jump in the van and just make a whole bunch of things, we could make that happen. And well, I look forward to whatever develops next for you. All the details will be up at victoriacanal.com. Victoria EP just came out like 2 weeks ago, less than 2 weeks ago. So congratulations, and thank you so much for coming here and playing it today. We really, really appreciate it.
Thanks, man. So awesome to be here. Thank you. Bye,
All right,
guys.
have a good night.
Yeah, you too.